because I always wanted to go on tour, you know? I'm on tour. This is for my fans. I'm on tour! So we figure I don't really need these to reproduce for me because I have plenty of asparagus. So we're going to give these to the goats today. We found a strawberry.
Or should we call it a strayberry?
Strayberry! Look. So this is new. Can you see this little flower here? Oh my gosh, the lighting.
Here you go.
Little pink flower on it. Larry's going to get out his phone and give it a Google. Because we didn't plant this, but it's kind of pretty. Okay. I have been dismantling, well not dismantling, I untied all my vines for my muscadine here, right? And my plan is to kind of wind them loosely around around this area, because the plant mass, the mass of itself will help these vines survive the winter, I hope. They're going to get covered with my fabric, excuse my shadow. I just wanted to point this out. I am north of I-40, which is supposed to be a no-go for muscadines, and this will be their first winter. I'm hoping for the best, expecting the worst. See, this vine goes all the way over here and up. So, yeah, I've got to unwind him gracefully, and I'm going to get these ready for winter. Because you know what, guys? It was 43 this morning. So, this is the last piece of the mint puzzle right here. And I can't really do anything about this because there's a rose in here that I'm trying to save next year. I'm going to dig it up and move it. And that's when I'm going to get rid of the rest of this mint. And I'm going to go ahead and get some more asparagus roots and do my thing in here. This is how I got all those asparagus, by the way. Excuse me. I went to Walmart or Lowe's or whatever, and I just got the little root things and did them up.
What is spotted lady's thumb?
I don't know. So Larry said that stuff is coming up as spotted lady's thumb. All right.
And it's listed in invasive species.
Invasive species. Great. So I found out carrots are biennial in that if you leave them, they won't go to seed the first year. They'll go to seed the second year. And this is where I had my carrots that went all woody on me this summer, so I left that. Not on purpose, mind you. Let's watch it go to seed together, guys, this next year. That'll be a cool one if it survives the winter. Look at that parsley I still never harvested. I have too much going on. That girl made everything worse too, because it all became about, oh, let's visit with her, and I had no duties, you know. Okay, so this is my arugula I tucked in here, much too thickly. Yeah, the bib lettuce I planted down there, I don't see any sprouting, unless that's one. I just don't know. I'm not zoomed. Okay. And it's the green stalk. Nothing's come up here. I had that marked because it was supposed to be cilantro. Alright, moving on. Little marigold still hanging on. It became a tree. Look at that. And these marigolds, mind you, if you follow along, okay? Oh, butterfly. Keep on coming to the party, little guy. You are the same color as the marigolds. He's a faded looking one, okay. Anyway, I had forgotten to plant these. And like a month went by, and I don't even know how they were still alive in their little, because I started them from seed, you know, they were in their little containers. And my husband felt bad for them. So you plant them if you want to. I just think they're no count. So look. Alright, look at the juxtaposition of the Robina with my colors coming true. This is the next raised bed filled with stinky stuff. We're just going to let this rock and age all winter. We're going to cover it with something. Not wood chips. I'm a little worried that you put that grass in there, but that grass is just the weeds we've been pulling for the chickens and throwing in there, you know,
Couldn't very well separate.
all summer, so. Also, there's a whole lot of nitrogen in there. So if those seeds survive, I'd be surprised. The hell. Like, I don't pull weeds every day anyway. Moving on. Larry's telling me, one of your bok choy went to seed. I said, look, if it has yellow flowers on it, I am well aware. I don't mind, you know what? They'll throw some seeds in here and we'll have more babies. I had found a volunteer when we were messing up and digging up the mint. Seeing some strange activity, Larry. You want to come help me puzzle this out? What is this?
Fertilizer.
Oh. Oh! Alrighty. I was like, what in the world? This is so tight in here, y'all. I'm mildly panicking. So I need to get in here and trim up some leaves. I have no airflow. Oh my God. What have I done? Yeah, just need to trim up leaves. It'll be fine. Got some damaged ones, you know, and... Oh, Lord. Bok choy and cauliflower, is that what we have here? Hello? I think it's bok choy and cauliflower.
I believe.
We'll see, y'all, when we get our fruits of our labors. Seeing all kind of wasp and things, looking kind of shell-shocked from the, what was it, like 43 or 48 this morning? I don't remember which one. Yeah. Sorry for the struggle trying to find that cucumber. Look at the cone on that zinnia. Isn't that wild? So yeah, get y'all a good look at this. We had the pumpkin festival yesterday in town. It was kind of lackluster this year. I didn't go, but my husband drove by when he took my daughter to the airport. I have so enjoyed these zinnias. You know, I was watching YouTube videos and everybody else's zinnias were fading, mine were fading, and I said, well, hell, let's go for another round. What I like about this is they're going to reseed themselves in the bed, but they're also, see how they're leaning toward me? I fancy they'll be popping up here in my iris bed too. So that'll be cool. That's nice. So I love flowers. Now these things look a little wild, the irises, but they grew the way they grew because of a big storm this year. We had like 90-mile-an-hour winds all day one day, and they just all were laid over when we got back from town. So we'll wait till the foliage dies and they start coming up again in the spring. You can wiggle them around how you like then. And rocks. Rocks are a good idea to hold irises up. So here we go. Let's move on. I received 2 hellebores in the mail. We're going to keep it a surprise what these are going to look like. I don't know if they're going to bloom this year. But they'll be alive, I hope. I put them on the border of where my oak tree cast shade, so these guys will get morning sun. Then after that, they'll be in the shade. This is my side hustle of my house. And so we have cut off this gate because now we have our silkies here. I want them to just tear up the grass here in this area because I'm getting clover and rye seed. Well, the rye seed is, you know, to put something down, and then as the rye sort of starts to die back, I'm hoping the clover takes over. That rhymed. I probably needed this like I needed a hole in my head. But here's my crab apple. I got a good deal, and it's a good looking tree, you know. And I'm hoping this gives me a bigger window for apple blossom time, so that I can get these dang wine saps pollinated. These would have never formed fruit. Okay. So stay tuned for this. Oh, you know what? I said, can I eat one of these? At the plant center, that lady said, well, you might want to cook them first. Talk about pucker your mouth. But at the end of the day, I bought a producing fruit tree. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I put the side with the least amount of branches over here, so hopefully they wouldn't come over here and interfere with my apple trees. So here's hoping, guys. And it's been bone meal and blooded meal and a little fertilizer, and we'll put it back here in the back side of the okra. And honestly, with these big pecan trees, when they're full leaf, this part is in full shade at about 2 or 3 o'clock anyway. So we're not really adding more shade to our garden here. That's good. I paid $60 for this. It was at 40% off, so it had been $100. When I broke up this soil to plant my spinach about a month ago, I guess it kicked up a tomatillo seed, because here we have a tomatillo bush. Oh my gosh, look at it! You really made me a tomatillo! I bet it ain't full, but look at that. God, I love volunteers. And this plant looks so darn good. Never grow tomatillos in a bucket. Lord help me. Look, there's another one right there. That is that blanket flower. I may not want that there forever, but it's good there for now. And it just, I love that thing. And I've been deadheading and dropping the seeds. Okay. That over there is the one spinach plant that actually came up when I seeded this a month ago. So now that tells me it's time for spinach. This has all been seeded. So, yeah. Some more brassicas. Poor little Tabasco. Look at that. Arugula is doing really good. Needs to be harvested. I haven't planted anything in this strip yet, but this has all been reseeded with broccoli, cauliflower, and what else? Some lettuces and a little strip of beets. So also this strip right here by to the left of the arugula, I haven't planted anything in there. I'll likely put more lettuce. Over there where that path is with the rock and everything, we've planted more collards and mustards. Okay. Other than that, we're pretty much done here. Look, we're waiting on the peppers to just give us the rest of their bounty and die back. Hey, Billie Jean, did you get that? He's a smelly belly this morning. He's so dang cute. Look at him, guys. Little grumpy face. Look at his little nose when he eats. And before y'all say anything about them eating on the ground, we put it on stuff. They pull it off. So, you know, Also, these pins have been freshly raked. Here they go. They're so happy. They got their vittles. And I like to feel like this gives them some of the trace minerals, you know, that the feed may lack. And since they're in the pen, you know, I really firmly believe if you have to pen up your goats, you need to cut them some forage. Whatever that may be. Like when I go out to my brassicas and cut those extra leaves I was talking about, it's perfect. You don't want to give them too, you know, like I wouldn't give them asparagus fronds every day. Because you don't want them to have too much of one thing, for real. This makes sense. And this buys us some more time because we need to, this week, purchase our hay for them. They'll start getting their hay. And actually, I don't really want to tell my husband, but when Annie gets pregnant and starts making milk for us and everything like that, we need to make sure she has alfalfa for her calcium input. At least the pellets. I mean, the other goat needs it, the other nanny needs it too, but she's going to be producing way more milk. So, well, I hope way more milk. And see, this is what happens. This is real. She pees in his face and he comes over here and wants to kind of drink it, but it definitely smell it. Billie Jean! Ooh! You are so handsome! How can she not love you, huh? Funny boy. He's a funny boy. My little clematis hanging in there, and she had given me some flowers this fall. So she's still alive. Little Thanksgiving herb collection with some lavender on top. Hey, look. Honestly, that mustard don't look bad. The colors didn't come up for crap, though. And these peas right here, I planted from a chicken, so I don't really care what they do. I was thinking this plot of land right here, this garden space, if I ever got a greenhouse to put up in the wintertime, this is where I'd put it. This pineapple sage has been giving me glory this fall, too. So I guess it's a spring and a fall bloomer. It didn't really do anything for me this summer. But,
Those yellow butterflies love it.
I am going to cut this back when I really see frost coming. And I'm going to put a clear tote over it with a rock on it. And I'm going to hope that this kind of insulates it for the winter. And I'm going to see if it comes back for me next spring. Because I love this and I don't want to purchase it again. You know? And I've heard of some people overwintering these and having luck. They have colder climates than me. Strange, exotic, morning glory beauty. I love and hate these things.
There's going to be seed clusters.
But these are the only morning glories I have left because out front, they are all dead. And I love you guys and I appreciate you coming by and seeing what I got. What I got's a big mess. Oh, this dahlia. This too with the clear tote because I want this to come back. This is my favorite dahlia I've ever had. And actually right now with scissors, we're going to go ahead and give that its trim. Yeah, I hope it comes back. Peace, guys. Love ya.